These are 7 millionaire habits that completely changed my life. Now, no, I'm not a millionaire, but through adopting these habits into my life, it's helped me to smash through all of my goals, including my financial goals, and I know for a fact that they'll help you too. Now, I've spent the last 3 years of my life building and growing a few different online businesses, and I've been lucky enough to find some success. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 millionaire habits that have helped me immensely, and the things that took me from wasting my time every single day to actually achieving what I want to achieve. Now, to start out, arguably one of the most important changes that I made in my life was choosing who I hung out with. Friends are hands down one of the most important things in life, and I have no idea where I'd be without my friends. But in saying that, it's actually really important to choose who you hang out with. It has been proven time and time again that you are the most like the 5 people you spend the most time with. Meaning that if all 5 of your best friends all joined the same basketball team, it's pretty likely that you're going to go and do the same. If they all start investing in the stock market and taking their money seriously, it's pretty likely that you're going to follow their footsteps. And if they all play Minecraft all day and live in their parents' basement, you're pretty likely to go down the same path. Now, it's not like you can just walk down the street and pick and choose exactly who's going to be your best friend, because I'm well aware that that's not how it works. But you can be conscious in choosing who you spend your free time with, because if they're all working to achieve their goals and achieve the same things that you are, it really helps you out. Sometimes this can create healthy competition as well. And no, I'm not talking about toxic friends who are trying to sabotage you so you don't beat them in anything. I'm talking about friends who are going for the same goals as you are, which promotes a little bit of healthy competition and can actually make you achieve your goals faster. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals is something that I learned to do quite a long time ago, and I genuinely feel it's played a huge part in my life. Now, the next habit is to do with managing money, and that is tracking your spending. Now, I am not saying to meticulously track every single cent which comes in and out of your bank account, because I don't know about you guys, but that just sounds exhausting. And if you've ever been around someone who does that, it gets pretty annoying.
Not only does this North Carolina mom refuse to buy a single item without a coupon, but she also won't let a single coupon go to waste.
But tracking your overall income and expenses is a fantastic way to really understand your money and put yourself in a better position. In the last year and a half, I have been heavily investing, and it has completely changed the way I live and worked wonders for me, but there is no way that I would have been able to do that in the beginning if I didn't initially track my income and expenses. If you know that you're spending all of this unnecessary money on things that make no impact on your life whatsoever, through tracking your expenses, you can actually recognize this problem and recognize where you need to cut back and do it, and end up with all this extra money that you didn't even know you had. Without tracking anything, it can be super easy to overspend, and while I've got nothing against spending money on having fun and using money to actually enjoy your life, sometimes we all spend money on complete shit. But if we actually track our expenses and recognize how bad this is, it makes it much easier to stop doing it. If you are in your teens and don't really have that many expenses, it can be much easier to save almost all the money that you earn from working. However, if you need to pay rent and a bunch of other things, I know it can be a lot harder to save. But once you track all of your expenses against your income, it can be much easier to see exactly where you need to cut down and where you can save money and ultimately invest. Now, to actually track your income and expenses, there are so many apps out there that do exactly that, and honestly, any of them will do. I've had a few offers to promote a few of these apps, but as you guys know, I hardly ever accept brand deals because I don't want you guys to think I'm promoting garbage. So I don't have any affiliate links or anything in the description where you can download any budgeting apps, but honestly, if you just search up track expenses on the App Store and choose the one with the most 5-star reviews, I'm sure that'll be enough. It's simply about the basic principle of understanding where your money is coming in and where it's going out, so you can recognize spending habits which need to be improved and ultimately save more money to invest. Which brings me to my next millionaire habit, and you guessed it, that is investing. Now, trust me when I say it would be really hard to find a millionaire who doesn't invest, because quite frankly, it is the key to so many people's wealth. And even if you can start your investing journey with even a little bit of money, it can make a huge difference to your future. Now, by invest, I don't mean YOLOing your entire bank account into GameStop shares and hoping for the best. I'm talking about long-term investing. And the most basic way to do this is through investing in index funds. Picture an index fund like this Rubik's Cube, and say every little piece of the cube represents one company. And And in total, this whole cube represents 300 of the world's top companies. And when you invest in an index fund, it's basically like putting money on top of this cube and then the money sinking down into this cube and spreading evenly among all the 300 top companies in the cube. Which basically means instead of investing into one singular company like Tesla for example, you can buy a bunch of different companies in one, meaning that if one of those companies go broke or doesn't perform well, it doesn't mean you're going to lose your money because you still have 300 other companies who are still doing well. An index fund is a portfolio of a bunch of different companies, and as a result, it's usually a much safer investment. Hopefully that makes sense. Now this obviously isn't financial advice, but I myself invest in both index funds and individual companies, and I've been lucky enough to retrieve about a 300% return this year on my money. However, if you want to minimize risk and don't want to invest in individual companies, investing in index funds is a fantastic option because you can basically just invest and then don't even check it for years, just leave it, and most likely your money will grow at around a 7% yearly return, which is the average. Now the next millionaire habit is something a little bit more specific, and that is learning high income skills. Especially while I've been young, I've had the freedom to be able to try out new things and figure out exactly what I love to do. And back when I watched a few videos of millionaires talking about high income skills, I had no idea what they were talking about. But now that I'm a little bit older and have been learning these skills for the past couple years, I can safely say that they have made a huge impact on my life, especially financially, and they could definitely do the same to you. High income skills are skills which, as the name states, can earn a high income, and these are the skills which the average worker doesn't have. For example, the average worker would have no trouble working in a clothing store or working in a cafe, but it's a smaller group of people who have the skills necessary to build websites, create promotional videos, run social media marketing campaigns, and other things like that, and those are classified as high income skills. I made the decision when I was 16 years old that I wasn't going to apply for a normal job, and I was going to do everything in my power to learn every possible skill that could hopefully make me my own income online. And through doing that, I set myself up with skills in website building, creating promotional videos, running marketing campaigns, and a bunch of other high income skills which have seriously helped me out. Through that, I've been able to make a full-time income strictly online, and it means that if I were to ever get a normal job in the future, I have these skills under my belt as an advantage. Now please do not think that I am bragging or trying to put other people down for working a normal job or anything like that, because that is not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to say that taking time out of your day to pursue and learn these high income skills can really set you up for the future and give you a massive advantage. If I was working a normal job right now, I would be trying to learn how to build websites, create promotional videos, sell things online, and just try out a few different online side hustles and figure out exactly what you love to do. Because through doing that, you will develop a bunch of high income skills, and as I said before, that is a serious advantage. You can go from earning say $3,000 per month at your normal job to wildly surpassing that number as a freelance website builder and marketer, and being able to earn your own income online is seriously motivating and gives you so much freedom. And learning these skills also ties into another millionaire habit, which is building multiple streams of income. Like as I just said before, how it would be really hard to find a millionaire who doesn't invest, it would be equally as hard to find a millionaire who only has one stream of income, because surprisingly enough, the average millionaire actually has 7 streams of income. Now I know you can't just wake up one day and decide to yourself that you're going to have 7 streams of income, because I'm well aware that that's not how it works. But if you begin learning some high income skills like what I just talked about, you can build out your income streams. For example, you could be earning $2,000 per month from your normal job, and then another $1,000 per month from doing freelance website building, and then another $500 per month for running someone's marketing campaigns, and just like that, you've grown 1 income stream to 3 income streams just through learning some high income skills. Now I guess this isn't as much of a millionaire habit, but regardless, it is something that's completely changed my life, and that is not giving a fuck. Back when I was in high school, I used to care so much about what people thought. But after I graduated high school and moved on to the next chapter of my life, I realized how much that mindset really held me back. Since I was about 15 years old, I really wanted to start a YouTube channel because making videos is hands down my favorite thing to do, and quite frankly, I was obsessed with YouTube. But I didn't start a channel or pursue my dream of being a YouTuber because I was too caught up and worried about what people at school were going to think of me. In reality, if I actually started my channel when I wanted to at 15 years old, that could have meant that my YouTube career was much bigger and could have helped me to achieve my dream. But instead, I just sat back back and watched all these other YouTubers grow beyond belief while I just sat there and worried about what kids at school were going to think of me if I started a channel. So pointless. If there is one thing that you take away from this video, regardless of how old you are, it is to remember to not give a fuck. Caring so much about what others think and stopping yourself from trying new things purely from a fear of being judged by others is so stupid, and at the end of the day, people are just going to be worrying about their own problems, and if they really want to judge you, that's just who they are and they're clearly insecure about themselves. You just have to let it go. So no matter how old you are, don't make the same mistakes that I did and just go out and try whatever you want to try. If you want to be a YouTuber, please start a channel. If you want to start a clothing brand, just do it. And remember, at the end of the day, do not care what others think. Now, one other thing I want to mention is goal setting. If you don't have a goal written down or in the back of your mind, you don't really know exactly what you're working towards. And if you actually write these down or think about them a lot, you're really going to work towards your goal and are more likely to achieve it much faster. And I know it can sound cheesy to write down your goals and visualize them and picture yourself achieving your goal, but it truly does help in taking action and being more productive, and it has helped me so much. Now, I'm not trying to be some motivational speaker because that is not what this channel is, and do not worry, it's never going to be like that. I just thought I'd mention those two things because they really did change my life. Now, investing, managing your money, learning high income skills, and trying out different side hustles, it's all well and good, but at the end of the day, it's all about being happy. Money does not buy happiness, and that's a fact that I've definitely learned recently. So yes, go out and do these things and put yourself in a better financial position, but remember that money does not buy happiness. It really does come from within. Just remember that. Now, if you have a question about online business or dropshipping or anything in general, go ahead and send me a DM over on Instagram at @ecombaxter, because I try to reply to every single DM and I'll most likely get back to you. Now, of course, smash the YouTube algorithm for the like button. And with that being said, that's all from me, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.